Hello, I'm watching Hydrid play Taric in this 1400s ranked, or he's a 1400 support, and I'm watching his team play Fives game, and I'll be providing commentary on his play and what could be improved in the future. So first of all, let's look at the matchup. It's going to be Taric Tristana versus Graves Leona, and the way that this matchup is probably going to work is that the two supports are going to be facing off against each other and not really doing anything. The reason for this is that you have two melee supports that are both sort of very hard to engage supports, and whichever one of them uses their CC first while the AD carry is farther away is going to sort of waste part of that CC duration, so the carry is not going to be able to do damage during that amount of time. And then when the carry has closed, the support that did not engage is going to be able to use their CC and then have their carry doing damage for the entire duration of their own CC. So Taric is actually pretty good against Leona because Taric can still sustain through a whole bunch of poke and then disengage Leona's engages, whereas Leona has absolutely nothing. She can't do anything without 100% committing, and she doesn't have any sustain at all. And so if Tristana gets some poke off on Graves, like Leona's not going to be able to sustain that, whereas the other way around, Graves won't be able to, or sorry, Tristana will be able to be sustained by Taric. So for your starting items, those are very good starting items. You could also go 2 green wards, 1 pink ward, and 2 HP pots. And you would do that if you think that Leona is going to start with a pink ward in this case, because you're not actually really going to be able to make use of being hidden from Leona that much, because if she engages on you, that's fine, and the stun particle is targeted, so they'll get vision of you the instant that you stun, and Graves will still be able to quick draw away. I would probably start with a rejuvenation speed instead of a fairy charm though, because you're not really going to be spamming your stuff at all. So this gank is actually very easily avoided by just putting your Explorer Ward kind of over here. So what I like to do is put my Explorer Ward there at 125 and then go take doubles, and then having that Explorer Ward makes doubles be safe because I can see if they're going to be invading this way. If they're invading red, that's not going to be safe, sure, but there's not that much you can do about it if you do want to take the risk of taking doubles, which you almost every single game you will want to do. So if they're waiting over here to come, you sort of wait, run to the tri-bush immediately, wait in the tri-bush, 125, you put Explorer Ward slightly deeper than Leona placed her ward, and then you go take doubles. But that was a good reaction to go back instead of, well, you probably could have just taken your pots. But if you didn't feel safe staying in lane, like, it's better to go back if you don't think you can be safe in lane. It is pretty problematic that you're level 1, but really all Taric needs to be doing right now is disengaging from Leona. You should ward this bush right now. Like, Leona could have just E'd to Tristana, and that would have been really bad. So yeah, it's good to have that ward. So they actually could have killed that ward 100%. Against Leona, honestly, if it's that like scary of a situation where Leona's just camping this bush and you really, really need to get it warded, then it's totally fine to just put 2 wards at the same time so they can't kill it, because she can kill it if she uses her Q. So yeah, that would have been a good time to stun Graves. Immediately after she stunned you, immediately after the stun wears off, you put a stun on Graves. That was actually like not a very good ward because you currently see Olaf in top lane, so you know that there's no way he's going to be bot anytime soon. And you do, that was not a good stun, because now Leona's going to be able to do a counter engage, and you guys are probably going to end up losing this. Okay. That went better than I expected. Let's watch it again, because I think they probably made a mistake. Okay, but like I was saying, you want to ward it when it's safe, and you stun, you get the shatter damage off. Oh, okay, so Graves misses out on a proc, and then, oh, their exhaust is down. Leona's exhaust is down, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, my bad. That was a very good engage to get the exhaust done. That was really good. If you were planning on doing that specifically because you knew that Leona didn't have an exhaust, that was a very smart engage. If you didn't remember that, then that was not a very good engage at all. But you know that her summon is done. Sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier when I saw Leona exhaust you. Yeah, so you saw a wall up top. Don't ward it immediately. You want to ward it when it's safe for you to walk in the river, so you don't want to ward it when you think, oh, well, Olaf could be here already, better ward it now. You should have already warded it by then. But if he's in top lane, you have at least 20 seconds that you can wait before you're going to put the ward down. You should have waited for Tristana to be, there's no reason for you to be before your carry, unless you're at like 2 HP, and the jungler might come soon. So, let's see, you got... Okay, it's okay. Personally, I would have probably gone for Red Crystal. But, okay, so I guess Leona's exhaust is going to be up way before yours is, and so they're probably going to be trying to all in on you. And so, giving these, like, not having as tanky stats is kind of bad. But it's okay. Oh, I see Tristana wasn't going back. Tristana should have gone back at some point. Okay, so Leona currently has that pink warded. If you at some point find out that she pink warded, you need to start buying a pink ward every single time. It's really important. Yeah, okay, so like Leona could have just killed that. If she had used her Q to reset her auto attack animation, she probably would have been able to kill it. Or if Graves had gotten an auto attack. So it's like this sort of thing where since you're Taric, you can actually probably face check the Leona bush, because if she uses her cooldowns on you, you're going to be able to do a lot more damage to Graves because you're pretty tanky. So it's okay for Taric to face check the Leona bush, and then you just put the ward outside of her auto attack range so that she's not going to be able to kill the ward. If you're like Stone or something where you absolutely can't face check it, then drop a ward. If you see her start to kill it, drop the second ward immediately. Even if you aren't 100% sure whether the carry is going to be able to get that auto off or not, it's not going to be safe for you to walk up to the bush immediately necessarily, and if you wait the entire duration of Leona's Q to come back, she's going to kill your ward again. So, just like place the ward, and then if she starts killing it, place the second ward. And in that case, you would have ended up wasting a ward. But especially since you're on a 5-stone, like, you can absolutely send for a tri-brush ward. But okay, now your ward is expired, and you don't exactly know where Olaf is, so this isn't the greatest time to engage. And honestly, when Tristana jumps in, Leona should have immediately exhausted her, and then they probably would have gotten a kill. So... Okay, that could have gone way better for them. That was not... Again, that wasn't a very smart engage. You should have just waited for your jungler to be closer. Yeah, okay. So you sort of want to be, like, walking forward more. So, like, you shattered and then you sort of stood still. Like, in between, with a melee, it's possibly even more important than with a range that you need to be able to, like, stutter step or walk, or whatever you want to call it. You need to, like, you auto attack, you walk forward, you auto attack, you walk forward. So, yeah, you don't want to cast it, but you also don't want the kill to get away. So, you should just be walking forward with Lee Sin. And then you, like, try to be walking in front of Leona and continue auto attacking her until your auto attack is going to kill her, and then stop auto attacking. You really need to have a pink ward at this point. Like, you're not really going to you have your Philo Stone, just don't bother with the mana potion. So just, okay, getting a side stone, I don't necessarily agree with getting a side stone in lane, but, don't stun Leona. You should never stun Leona. Like, Leona could have just turned that onto Tristana, and then Graves would have been able to kill Tristana, is what would have happened. And then you lost that exchange anyway, because now Graves gets to stay in lane, and Tristana doesn't get to stay in lane. So it's true that Tristana is going to snowball a lot harder with kills than Graves will. So overall, it's possible it's hard to say whether you came ahead or not, because Tristana is going to miss out on a lot of XP, especially if Graves pushes really hard to tower, which he's not doing. He should be pushing a lot harder than this, because he really wants to deny the XP from Tristana. So he should just Q that and then go away, because he doesn't have a ward. You should have tried to tank that outside of tower if possible. Graves would have ended up doing too much damage to you, probably, but it's possible that he would have thought that your jungler was there or something. And then, okay, getting that 1 CS meant that your carry lost like 3 CS because of the shatter, because when you AoE the entire wave, the tower is now able to one-shot the rest of the range creeps. So instead of shattering to get that CS, you should have either just let the CS go or position yourself so that the shatter would only hit that 1 creep. Okay, so you're just warding. Alright, that's fine. You don't need to ward that when your lane is this far, and they probably could have run down river and cut you off. Don't engage on Leona. You should, if you're gonna summon anyone, shoot Graves. Okay, that's good. Yeah. That was really stupid of Leona. That was good to not KS it. And yeah, that was a beautiful combo from you. You did that exactly correctly. Yeah, I'm helping push is fine. You would probably heal yourself. Okay, so there, you probably should have actually exhausted him when you stun him, because you lose a lot of your armor from turret diving, and that's why I say, like, yes, it's nice to have a sight stone and all, but if you'd had a red crystal instead, you probably would have been able to survive that, like a red crystal plus a cloth armor or something, and then you probably lived that. Tristana actually shouldn't have taken that turret, because Tristana's mid game is way worse than Graves, and so she sort of just wants to stay in lane so that she, like, as long as possible, so that you don't have that awkward mid game where she doesn't have any damage because all of her skills go with AP, and she's building AD. So she should have let that tower stay because you guys are winning lane. If you had been losing lane, then sure, it's fine to take tower, but since you were winning lane really hard, you don't, like, Tristana can't really do anything in mid game, so there's not going to be that much of a penalty for Graves freezing lane, which is not what you want. So yeah, just like on Tristana in particular, because her mid game is so weak. Okay, the Amtome, I know you want to get a cages, but honestly, like, you just want the extra tankiness right now. I would have flashed for that. I would have flashed for the... Okay, exhausting Leona is not a good idea there. She wasn't gonna go anywhere. And you can keep auto attacking, like... Yeah, it's good to not want to cast, but, like, take the... Like, get the extra damage so that you can take the kill faster. That was a silly ward. You guys are taking dragons. There's no way they're going to be able to come from that side. And that was also a silly ward. Well, I guess you have your sight stone. Okay, whatever. But those wards still... But neither of those wards is likely to do anything at all. It would have been much better to ward slightly deeper. And you could have flashed much earlier for a stun onto him. Yeah. So, like, if you were going to engage that, there should have been a much earlier flash from you to stun Graves. And since you didn't do that, honestly, you probably shouldn't have shown up, or you shouldn't have followed up that deep. But I mean, it's debatable, because if you do get that kill, like, it's worth so much. But it's not worth it, so it is a pretty big risk. And in particular, you're fairly confident that Leona was immediately coming because she had just respawned, and when someone... Okay, so when you're fighting in their jungle and someone has just respawned, there's like a 95% chance that the person who just respawned is running straight to the fight. And so you need to take that into account, that, like, this person who respawned is going to be coming with freshly bought items.